From abandoned hospitals to restaurants, here are the top 10 haunted places in Canada. Number 1. Craiglorach Castle. Built in the 1890s for Robert Dunsmuir and his family, this mansion has since become a museum that many people enjoy. That's not to say it's without ghosts though. Staff say they've heard the piano playing by itself after the museum is closed, and guests say they've spotted the ghost of a bride standing in front of windows, or dancing by herself in the ballroom before bursting into flames. Number 2. Fairmont Banff Springs. Originally built in 1888 by the Canadian Pacific Railroad, this Fairmont Hotel has its fair share of hauntings. According to legend, a family staying in room 873 was murdered, and their ghosts still haunt the room. People who stayed in their room reported hearing shrieks at night, and maids often found bloody fingerprints on the bathroom window. Because of this, the room was sealed off, but people still claim to see ghosts of that room. These are not the only rooms in the hotel. These are not the only ghosts in the hotel, though. There have been sightings of a bellman who disappears after helping guests or staff, and a bride who either dances alone before bursting into flames or wanders the halls calling for her husband. Number 3. Fort Garry Hotel. Supposedly the most haunted place in Canada, Fort Garry Hotel was built by the Grand Trunk Railroad in 1913. Here, staff claim to have seen the walls weep blood, strange lights, and the ghostly figure of a woman. Guests who sleep in room 202 claim to see a cloaked figure watching them sleep. This could be the spirit of a woman who hung herself after her husband was hit by a horse-drawn carriage and killed. Number 4. Plains of Abraham. The Plains of Abraham was the site of a critical battle between the English and French in 1759. Though the battle lasted only 15 minutes, many men died and more were injured. In present day, people see ghostly apparitions of French, English, and militia units, which can range from a single soldier to a whole line. These ghosts are common in the middle of the day, and most common by the tunnels that run under the plain. In addition, cannon sulfur can be smelled on the battlefield. Number 5. High Ottawa Jail Hostel. This jail turned hostel has a number of ghosts. People who stay there have seen doors without locks locking themselves, had their clothes scattered, and heard blood-curdling screams and crying at night. In addition, some have seen the ghosts of the prisoners who were detained here. Number 6. Gibraltar Point Lighthouse. Legend goes that the first lighthouse keeper was murdered by soldiers looking for bootlegged beer. It was a foggy night when John Randall Muller opened the door for soldiers. Soldiers drank, got drunk, and then wanted more. John denied them, and they got violent. Scared, John ran up to the lighthouse, hoping to lock them out. Fortunately, he never made it. The soldiers caught him, killed him, dismembered him, and then buried his body on the beach. Since then, people have said they've seen John without his arms, moaning into the night. There have also been people who say they see bloodstains on the stairs and door of the lighthouse, as well as the light at the top turning on. While this could just be kids messing around, it is important to remember that the lighthouse has been decommissioned and the light taken out. The oldest building in Ottawa may be the most haunted. It sits on the edge of a canal, where 1,000 workers lost their lives. In addition, there have been several artifacts. Some of the activities that have been noticed are lights flickering on and off, TVs staying on when turned off, disembodied footsteps, and crying babies. If that doesn't scare you, the walls weeping. Number 8. St. Francis Xavier University. If you like ghosts, this is the university for you. There have been multiple ghost sightings over the years, such as a nun who killed herself, the priest who drove her to do it, and figures watching you from the stairwell as you climb the stairs. As well, there have been screams heard at night, furniture that moves on its own, nuns in the ballroom, and disembodied footsteps. Number 9. Tranquil Sanatorium. Tranquil Sanatorium was built in 1907 to treat tuberculosis and closed down for a while before being opened up again to treat the mentally ill. It was permanently shut down in 1983, so it should come as no surprise that it is extremely haunted. Dark figures in windows, a nurse, a woman crying for her child, glowing orbs, and the crying of children can all be spotted above ground. In the tunnel under the sanatorium, people have reported temperature drops, mist-like apparitions, moans, and being shoved. Number 10. Cake Mansion, Toronto. Built in 1867, this mansion turned restaurant has several ghosts, and a reputation as being the most haunted place in Toronto. the ghost of a maid who hung herself in 1915, can be seen above the main staircase, and the running footsteps of children can be heard upstairs. Most disturbingly, though, the doors in the stalls of the women's bathroom unlock themselves, and people claim to have felt like they're being watched as they eat, which they probably are. It is a restaurant.